Disclaimer: the views, opinions, and insinuations made by the host or guests do not reflect those of the show, the management, and the network. Viewer discretion is advised.
Great Sunday afternoon, everyone. Buenas tardes a todos. Magandang hapon sa lahat. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. To all my brothers and sisters in Islam, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. Welcome to our show, Broadcasting Beyond Borders, the message of the truest tribe of coaching entrepreneurs and independent service providers from the Philippines. This is Life Coach Kalli, or for PS, I Love You, now on Season 2 here at Think Talk Broadcast, the flagship community project of coaching Think Talk speakers from Life Coach Philippines and members of Coach A Coaching Community. I'll be back shortly with my special guest this afternoon, Life Coach Patricia, Patsy Alvarez from Ferndale International School Incorporated, Zamboanga City. We'll be right back shortly. Welcome to the live streaming of PS I Love You, airing every Sunday at 2 p.m. In the show, I want to honor educators who touched the lives and made impact in the life of learners, and coaching conversation and the success story of learners that have been touched and greatly impacted by educators. At the end of the day, the learners now will pass on the baton of greatness to the next generation of learners. Broadcasting beyond borders of Asia's Latin City, El Ciudad Latino de Asia, El Ciudad de Zamboanga, Zamboanga City, on the 11th day of December in the year 2022. I am Life Coach Kalli, a CACC Professional Certified Life Coach from Life Coach Philippines, a mental model collector of the Learning Society, coach entrepreneur, an educator for 15 years now, and currently serving as the school principal of Asia Academic School, Zamboanga City. And I am your educator's life coach who will continuously touch the lives of learners and fellow educators towards transformation. Our mission here at Think Talk Broadcast is to get closer to our kindred and serve better our coaching tribe. When vision being the go-to network for content that connects the mind, heart, and soul through the platform of life coaching. And by serving in this digital space, the change I want to see is that for educators to have a space of love and safety for every students of the world as they touch and make an impact in the lives of learners. Being an educator is really our mission, is not just to impart knowledge with all of our learners to be job and life ready, but we need to take good care also, no, of the mental and emotional aspects of our students. Let's meet Coach Patricia Patsy Alvarez, a mother, a professional certified life coach. She will share to us her advocacy on balancing life, being a mother, as an individual by loving oneself and understanding others, and honor her mentor who really stood beside her success in life. Let's welcome our very special guest this afternoon, Coach Patricia Patsy Alvarez.
Hi, shalom, and good afternoon, buenas tardes, assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Maayong buntag, maayong hapon sa inyong tanan. And I am very honored to be a part of the PS I Love You of Coach Kalli. Wow, it's beautiful. And it is my honor to be here with you, to be imparting some things that has moved my life and others. And at the same time, I hope that I will be able to impart lessons to you and that you will be able to grow in a better and a wiser way through the experiences that I had, and at the same time, what we are doing as life coaches. Coach Al?
Ayan, so talagang ano, no? Welcome Coach Patsy to our show. And Coach Patsy, let's ano po, since we are from Zamboanga City, no? Can you tell us about Zamboanga City?
Oh, okay. It's the city of flowers, and I'm very happy because now we are reviving that. It's now getting to be a lively, a colorful one, and people are coming over because finally we were able to get into that mode where security is not an issue anymore. We just had the Miss Earth here with us, and there are a lot of conferences at Congress that are done here already. And I'm happy because our mayor now, the advocacy is really to bring in tourists to be able to experience the Chabacano heritage, to be able to look at all that the beauty spots that we had here, and without fear. And for that, I am very proud to be a Zamboangueña.
Ayan, so bienvenidos a la ciudad de Zamboanga, la ciudad latino de Asia, la ciudad de
Amo,
Zamboanga.
amo.
Ayan, so yun po, no? Magandang hapon sa lahat. It's really buenas tardes a todos.
Buenas tardes también.
Ayan, so Coach, no, let's ano, sa ating ano naman, syempre, bago naman tayo na naging ikaw sa ngayon, you've been a student before, right? So can you tell us about your life? You're really your journey being a student before.
Okay, thank you for that question. Well, I am one that I can say I have a happy childhood, and I actually graduated from Western Mindanao State University and a loyal awardee because I started from preschool until college. And at that time, we had the best of the best mentors. And we live a life wherein we had time to really play, to really get to know the classmates because we were only a few in the class. It's a laboratory school, and at the same time, um, that that time bullying was not an issue. So it's a part of life wherein we go through that, and it builds us up. And it was not also like what we are experiencing right now. All our mentors were really good, and what I can really say is very passionate. So they were always educating, but always inspiring. And at the same time, they really took good care of us. And there was less of, uh, there was no gap at all. Even if we were in a laboratory school, it was more of really like we don't feel that there were rich and the poor, everyone was treated fairly. So to me, I grew up with most of the time my parents were not with me. So my mom studied in United States. My dad was then the manager of Philippine Airlines, who was always assigned in other places. So basically, I grew up alone, independent, and I am so proud because my mom did a good job at even at a young age, we were able to tackle the challenges of life, even alone. You know, but I can say that my mentors, I owe it also to my mentors that even when I was already in college, we were still so close to each other. So I graduated, they were still there, although in a higher position, in a high level position, but then the relationship was still the same. So you can really see the difference that the past, our past being students, it was really, we were really connected to each other. Maybe because the number was not that big, not like what we are experiencing right now. So it was a good childhood, good student life that made me give that kind of advocacy that I wanted our students to have the same experience like what I had when I was a child.
At was ano, no? Sobrang napakaganda nung ano naman ng ating background no, naman ni Coach Patsy when she was still, you know, at the school naman before. But of course, Coach Patsy, when you were in school before, was there an instance no, that you've encountered some challenges and what's what those challenges and how you overcome those challenges?
Um, that question was posted to me once, and I was, I kept thinking like, what were my challenges? And I knew I had a lot, but then it never, it never stayed to me because I was able to conquer. How would a child feel if you graduated and your mom is not with you, right? But then for us or for me, it was not a big deal because what I felt was it was what I could give her or what I could give my dad, not what, because I know very well that they gave me the education. They gave us, they provided our needs. And of course, there was love and communication. And so I was not much more into dealing into the absence, but it's more of what I could give to her and giving back to them that I have been working for you to go to school and for you to finish, and it is just right that the children would give back, like, here mom, I am now a nurse, or I am now a graduate. And I think that one I said was I didn't have much challenges.
And that's really the no, that really our gift, no? Our gift being a good student, a good ano, good son or daughter to our parents naman no, that really we finish our ano naman. And it's really for Coach Patsy, it's really a good gift for her mother, for her parents, no. And I'm really excited actually to know that special someone, Coach Patsy. Can you tell us about that special someone who really, stood up by your side? No? Sino kaya si mom?
Okay, so do you know that every time we go back to school, the questions would really be like, who am I? Introduce yourself, or tell something about the person that you admire most. It's often asked. And uh, one thing that I can say that this answer never changed since I was in high school, college, when I worked. It never changed. I have this woman that I admire so much. This woman that for me, I I could say that who I am now is because of her. Although I always call that the Tres Marias. They are Tres Marias. And these are the women in my life who has helped me look at life so beautiful, to look at an advocacy that I could stand up to, or showed me what was my mission in life. So let me start with my grandmother, my paternal grandmother. We call her Maming, Mercedes Bukoy Alvarez. She has showed me a life where she loves a lot. She's always jolly. She was always happy. I will tell you, there was no moment that I saw her sad or angry. It was always like, even if she was scolding you, but there was a twig of that smile, of that laughter, and she could change everything in her kind of humor. And for that, I I have inculcated that in my life, not to take things too seriously, to have the time to really laugh. And I love my laughter, though sometimes it's diabolical laughter or a loud laugh. But then it's like they're saying it's so contagious. And that's the kind of laughter that my maming has shown to me. And at the same time, since uh, she cooked gulusinas, or you say this, the delicacies, the Sambuangueño, the delicacies, tamales, we have empanadas, she has the sikalang, the rebosao, she does that. But there is something that I learned from her. One is hard work, but hard work wherein you love what you are doing. She loves what she was doing every day. She wakes up very early. And when to make the tamales, you have to grind it in a stone with the rice. And imagine she does this every day. Tamales, empanadas, sikalang. Um, she does. She cooks also the Chabacano foods, but there was never a time that I saw her complain. She used firewood instead of gas. She loves firewood rather than using really gasol, you know. And every day she has this food canteen in DBP downtown. Every day I would after school I would go to that place, and I'd love to be there because you would never hear her say, "Don't eat that, don't get that." Everything was open. You can eat anything that you want because that was what she has installed in me. If it is food, eat it. If it is extra, give it. And that was something that I learned so much. So I took that by heart. That's the first woman. The second is again my grandma. We call her Mama. That is Rosario Artesano Abrera. Though she was paralyzed, half paralyzed, she has shown me that you still can make a difference in the lives of people, even if you say you're handicapped. She was half paralyzed, but she did all the chores at home. She washed the dishes, she did her laundry. But the best part, even all the apus can attest to this, she always had time to listen. She always had time to embrace you. She always had the time to pray. And she showed that to us. Never demanding, but always, I always love, I never sleep siesta, but I love to be with her in the afternoon because I always cradle myself into her arms and just stay there calmly as she always smile and tell me about life. So even without my mom, I felt complete because she was there. She loves all the people I love, and she always tells me never to hate the people who are doing bad. So she has shown me how to be more understanding, how to look life beyond that that person, be it positive, be it negative. And the best part is she was never judgmental. She opened the doors to everybody. And I can say that anybody who goes to her home comes out a happy person. And for that, imagine she does not have work. She does not have much money. But then whenever they go out, they were happy. So from her, I learned to listen. I learned to have a heart for the poor. Because the best part was her home was made out of nipa. It was a small home, but I can say the best home. I usually smell the the coffee, the native coffee in the morning, and we eat together. And no matter how simple the dish was, but it was really good. Just looking at her doing it for you, and then smelling the coffee. At a very early age, I was already drinking native coffee with my grandma, and I love putting coffee in my rice. That's why everywhere I go, they just get so shocked. It's like, wow, you do that? Or wow, you drink that? And I can say that I owe that to my mama. I owe that to my mama. And that brought me very close to the poor. So that was my second mission. It made me go close to the poor, to serve, to serve them, to give what I can give, to have time to listen to them, and to always have time to touch them. In the very simplest way, we are able to make a person happy, not just by money, but just for that moment that you listened, that you smiled, and that you touched them. The second woman. And the third woman is my mom, Anicia Abrera Alvarez, a woman that I really admire. When she left us, I was in grade three, around 8 years old. Can you imagine? We were very strong in bond. That's why I always tell parents that if you have plans to go abroad, make sure that you are with your child until the age of 3, because I have seen how the bond is established, that even if you go far, it is still there. That bond will be very strong enough to guide the choices of the child. My mom taught me a lot, but never by words. She is a person where she does it in action, no words, and I just see that and learn from her. So I learned how to clean the house with a broom and a broomstick. It's really the broomstick and a rug in my feet. I learned how to clean the room because I saw it from her. Even if she provided housemates for us, but she did everything. The kitchen was always very clean. Oh, but she's a superwoman. She cooks fast. She cooks the best dishes. And you remember that the entire time, even if she was not with you. And she was always there with you, even if she was not. I saw how strong she was, why she had to sacrifice a lot. And it's not just for the family. She sacrificed a lot for her mission in education. So she's a purebred educator, a very passionate woman. And for that, we understood because we know it's a gift and it is his mission for her. So she allowed us to grow. I saw in her perseverance, patience, hard work. And the last is being understanding to all, never judgmental. She was one person where you would feel so comfortable just talking. Very high in standards, very, very high. She really wants the best to give to you, to her students, and very honest and very fair. She stands up to that. And that is where I got the lesson that made me to stand up for excellence, to believe in everyone. She believes in everyone that you are special. And for that, we carried that along. That's why we really adhere to the multiple intelligence because we know that everyone is special. You cannot really say one is very good because each one of us has something that is very, very good. And you see, the Tres Marias has shaped my life more than anybody else. And with the Tres Marias, they're very, very close to God. And for that, this is who I am now, what I learned from all of
Grabe. Empowered
them.
women behind Coach Patsy. Grabe. No? From the grandparents to Doc Annie, no? Na talagang, of course, really, idol ko din talaga si Doc Annie.
Di ba, no?
Pagdating sa education, talagang saludo kayo. Kasi siya talagang natin in terms of yung pag nurture talaga sa mga educators, iba yung puso ni Doc Annie talaga pagdating sa education. So really, thank you so much Doc Annie sa pag-impart ng buhay sa amin mga educators din. Ayan. So, syempre coach, bago tayo mag-break, short break lang natin. In terms of, itong tanong na ito, sagutin mo siya after ng ating break naman. Paano ka naman na-influensyahan ni Doc Annie in terms of decision making? And how Doc Annie really influenced you in terms of decision making? So, sagutin mo siya mga coach. Hydrate muna tayo. We will be back after a short while.
As a business owner, are you overwhelmed by the need to post beautiful, engaging content every single day? Are you left wondering what to write? Tired of scrolling through stock photos that all start to look the same? Confused by complicated graphic design programs? Rise Up Creatives is here to help. Each month, we give you everything you need to create 31 days of social media content in just 5 minutes a day. Customizable captions, curated lifestyle photos, a drag-and-drop graphic design tool, and the ability to post directly to your social media accounts. No one else empowers you with these 4 resources all in one place. Each month, we help you plan your social media calendar by providing you with 31 image themes and customizable captions so you can quickly and easily create engaging content and grow your following. Simply select the image that works best for your feed or story. Then, copy the caption and customize it to fit your audience. 5 minutes a day. It's that quick. Plus, you'll absolutely love our drag and drop graphic design tool. Start from scratch or choose one of our beautiful templates to fit your unique brand. When you're ready to export your design, you can download, email, or post directly to your social media accounts. Here's the truth. Our world needs what you have to offer. Don't let technology or procrastination hold you back. Rise Up Creatives is more than an online resource. We're a community helping you overcome your biggest barriers to reach your greatest goals. We're here to help you rise up and be creative.
And we are back on the second part of our 26th broadcast of PS I Love You, brought to you by Decaf Coffee Republic, the coaching hub of Life Coach Philippines, and our home as professional certified CACC life coaches. No? Meet our coaching tribe at Decaf Coffee Republic, located at Pioneer Center compound along Pioneer Road, corner Brixton and United Street, Capitolio, Pasig City. You may come for dine-in or visit for coaching services from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Saturday to Thursday. You may also join our community night happening daily from 7:30 p.m. onwards. Like mamaya, no? Those really, really Sunday. Comfy Sunday, Sundays for Life with Coach Sean. Nurturing Monday, walk along with Coach Dean. Group Tuesday, it's all about habits with Master Coaches Mean. Purpose Wednesday, away in a day with Coach Rizal. And Strengthening Thursday, Coaching for the Soul with Master Coach A. And of course, on a Friday, naka-rest lang po yung ating space. But on a Saturday, sure na sure po tayo na talagang we have a Fab Saturday open mic with Coach Orville. Our coaching hub is also an event place and a venue of choice for face-to-face classes, training, and private functions. Please connect with Coach Rizal at 017-586-1661 for inquiry and reservation. And of course, if you are one person who really desires to experience transformation in areas of health, wealth, and relationships, then I would like to invite you personally to be inside Be Learning Society as one of the mental model collectors with full access. Pass to the monthly mental model masterclass of Master Coach A that is exclusively for Be Learning Society members only. Be Learning Society is a tent maker of Be Learning homes for mental fitness. And on top of our food and beverage discount enjoy from the Coffee Republic, mental model collectors also benefit from the 90-minute free coaching session with our senior coaches from Life Coach Philippines. Of course, Think Talk broadcast is powered by Rise Up Creatives Worldwide, the social commerce turnkey solution provider that helps entrepreneurs and business owners to leverage the power of content marketing to provide value, improve engagement, and increase revenue with investment of just 5 minutes every single day. You may also visit us now, Rise Up Creatives Worldwide, riseupcreatives.com to learn the benefits of a lifetime members like me and discover how you can rise up and be creative in growing your business. And of course, no, wala natin patagalin pa. Let's welcome back our very special guest this afternoon, Life Coach Patricia Patsy Alvarez. Welcome back.
Yes.
Ayan. So, before tayo nag-close for a break, no, we had this yung hanging question natin that in terms of decision making, how are you influenced or paano ka na-influensya naman ni Doc Annie naman in terms of decision making?
Okay. So when it comes to decision making, what I love so much is if you look at the tandem of my mom, Dr. Annie, and me, we are both really in a different field. So it's just like a puzzle that you put together that makes us perfect, that makes us work perfectly. So my mom takes care of the academics. I take care of the organization of people. And that's where I tell you where I put in what I have learned from my Tres Marias. And in when you say about decision making, my mom, when she makes a decision, she's very, very firm to that, but she always has a heart. So that means to say that what I learned is we all have to be flexible. There are really times wherein even if we find that it's in the policies, but there are still some cases that you have to look in a different perspective. You have to make decisions where you go out of the box. You just don't make decisions just because it will satisfy you, but you have to make decisions with a heart. So that is one of the things that I'm very, very proud of in all our organizations, in all the companies that I've been with. I teach people how to make decisions with a heart because that is what I learned from her. You know, we always claim that each one of us has different leadership styles. But then I would ask all those who are on top if they really believe and if they really follow that. For me, I know that everyone has a different approach. So it's a matter of looking at how that person works, how that person makes decisions, and most of all is where are these values coming from? We have to look at it because each one of us grew up differently. We have different values. To some, it is right, to some, it is wrong. So you have to respect that person. And I have seen that in my mom. And that's the reason why we have people who stays with us for 20 years, people who are still with us, you know, because we open our mind, but we always tap it with our heart. It's not because you are the president or you are a vice president that matters. She has taught me that it is not the title that will determine or that will describe you. It is how you affect people, how you can change them in your way. And I have learned that she always gives time to reflect, and to pray. That is really one thing that I saw. She prays before she makes a decision. So even if she's really very, very angry, she would make that decision the next day because she would take time to reflect and to pray. And I like that so much because we don't make hasty decisions. We try to first look at how will my decision affect the life of this person. Sometimes, even if it's a grave offense. But if you see that that person learns the lesson, why not give a chance? Why not look into their hearts? What has caused them to do something? And that kind of leadership will make the company and the people grow closer because you can see that each one respects each other. Each one believes that we are different and yet we are the same. I love so much when I see, you know, every company that I have been with, I always call them my family. In our own school, Ferndale, it's really a family. And when you feel that, and when you treat each one as a member of your family, you take good care of them. You consider the mistakes that they make. We have to open up that we are not perfect. But what is important is that we are willing to grow. We are willing to give people a chance to learn, relearn, and we are willing to walk with them. She has made a very big contribution in how I think, how I lead, because she leads by action. She's not the person who will actually just command and command, but she's always the one in action. And for that, I admire her so much. And what I love about it is when both of us gets the time to laugh at the mistakes of people. Take the time to laugh, not to get angry, but then to appreciate when we see them change. So that's how a leader should be for me. That's how a leader should be. It should be somebody who gives people a chance to make a mistake, but train and believe that they can be better than who they were before. So it's always like that. How are you today? So it's always better than yesterday. And we love to see people grow. We love to let them, let loose of them, grow in other areas, in other places, in other companies, because in that way, we are sure that they bring a part of us to them that they can share to others. And you can see that because that's what I see in my mom.
Sabi nun, it's really powerful. Sobra. Kasi, ano siya, no? Leading by really by action, by examples, really, ano siya, napakahalo na trabaho.
Yes,
Kasi yung
yes.
mga na-encounter tayo na talagang, ano sila, they really, do this, do that, do this, do that. But then again, iba. Hira lang sabihin natin na tao na silang, come with me, let's do it. Diba yung mga ganung ano na mga tao na talagang gaya ni Doc, pinapakita sa'yo on how really you can do it. How would you learn from them from that particular action na gagawin mo? It's really a tough job and really, really comment on it. Thank you so much, Doc. So, mga launch, hopefully, um, every educators or sabihin natin mga leaders natin really be like somehow, no? Somehow, like Doc Annie really influence some of the people. Like our guest right now, no? Talagang sobrang na that's why when I knew Coach Patsy, ano kaya to? Parang how Coach Patsy, talagang na-mold from the past and who is really right now. And now I really understand. Sobrang ano pala talaga ng pinagdaanan. Talagang iba, molding mold eh.
Yes, yes.
That's why paano natin nakikita si Coach Pat in person. Talagang nakasmile siya and everything. She really, she loved being with people. Especially really with people really needs help. Yan talagang pinakain naman. That's really our mission na coaching naman. Talagang really help. We are here to help. And we're not here not to tolerate them. We are here to help. Yung mga na ginagawa naman natin. And really, thank you so much for that, Coach Patsy. And now, let's turn naman sa yung advocacy naman. And yet, tell us about yung not viewers, can tell us about the advocacy that you're doing right now.
Okay, wonderful, wonderful. So, the advocacy that I have in my life is really bringing balance. When you say balance, I find it very rewarding when I see people understanding each other. So most of most of the people that I've been working with, friends and teachers, I see to it that they understand first is themselves, themselves, loving and understanding yourself, then understanding others. Understanding others wherein you start to live life without judgment, you know. And I have been doing this. I have been helping a lot by educating them, by always starting every school year or touching lives by making them understanding why they are different and letting them appreciate even the people who they thought they hated, making them understand why other people act that way. Why is it that they're sometimes so much different from who they are? But the best part is when I teach them not to make or create the people around like them. So it is my advocacy that I teach them to respect the individuality of the person, to love themselves. That is one. And never be judgmental. So when I do that, my advocacy is I bring balance. Every time I'd say, like, I am a life coach for the young ones, but I am more of a life coach for the older ones. Because when a child has a problem, has an issue, I see to it that the environment where this child is also taken care. So it's not just one person. And when you touch the hearts of parents, making them understand their child, the entire thing changes. And life becomes more beautiful because they become responsible parents, more patient, time to listen, time to accept, not because they want them to be who they are, but to accept them for who their children are. Time to also accept that they commit mistakes. And that not just because they're adults, that they're always right. But we also make children understand that it does not mean that they are parents, that they all know everything. It is a very complicated life that we have. Children get so much confused because of what is being fed to them. And at the same time, parents not knowing how to handle their children. So, in my advocacy, I see to it that parents understand their children. And I also see to it that children will understand their parents. This is where the problem is coming from. Why we have very high teenage pregnancies, why we have drug addictions, why we have broken families. That's because we cannot understand the people that actually we thought loves us. But that is because we have to show them life now. The reality is that parents have a bigger responsibility, but children has more responsibility. All we need is time. Time. We are so much uh, into that race for money that we forget time. And in my advocacy, I teach all how to balance time for family, balance time for themselves, to reward their own selves, their worthiness, and balance time for others. Because our Creator gave us a lot of blessings. Do we have time to appreciate? Do we have time to share? Do we have time to look at all of this? And for me, when you say life is too short, it means living that short time with quality and always with a heart. I love what I'm doing. I passionately love the poor and I help and looking at who they become is an advocacy. And I love to help all those going through issues in their life, whether you have money or not, because we are all one. And if you can touch the life of one person, that is really something that you can treasure. So that is, as a life coach, that is where I'm always dealing with. And I'm very proud of to see them grow, to see them smile again, to see them achieve, but most of all, to see the family happy because parents are happy and so children are happy too. That's that's life coach Patsy.
Wow, powerful. Baka naman, no? Oo, no? So really, involvement rin, the commitment, the understanding of parents, really important factors that really, um, what we wanted to be mold, yung anong gusto natin ng mold na bata, it actually started from us, being parents of those kids. Diba? Hindi lang siya sabihin natin na ihatid mo lang yung bata sa school, bahala na kayo.
Yes, yes.
Diba?
Uh-huh.
It should start from us parents at home na talagang i-mold yung bata na mas maayos so that they could have a better life, na masaya, no? They would live a really happy life na together with all of us at home. Happy parents. Yun talagang binaka natin. Kasi,
Correct.
yan, kung sa ating guest ngayong hapon, talagang sabihin natin na na-mold mas maayos na kaya nga ito ngayon, ito yung pagkakataon na talagang hindi rin ibibigay naman niya sa community kung ano yung experience niya. And ngayon, handa siya sa kanyang advocacy to really share it with you. No? That's really Coach Patsy, balancing life for the young and the old. Napaka nun, Coach. Sobrang yung advocacy. No? So, with that advocacy, Coach, ito yung tanong natin, saan na kaya, or ano kaya next kay Coach Patsy?
Well, for me, you asked me like what is the next, no? Well, I'm a very trusting person. Only he tells me where to go, what to do, how to do it. I trust my life all unto him. And I think that is the best part because you don't worry. You don't worry much. All you do is just to love, to care, and to be thankful for everything. I'll tell you, I am very thankful for everything from the water to the plants to my dogs to the chairs and the tables to the weather. I always have time to say thank you. And that is what we're supposed to teach our children, teach everyone to be grateful for whatever we have, for all these are blessings, and that our life is a gift. So whatever comes ahead of us, Just always know that they say, Thy will be done, not yours, but Him. So He has planned it for us already. He knows where we are going. It's just that a matter of us taking part into the gift, giving time to be grateful, giving time to help people, giving time to ourselves. And no matter what happens, you know that each one of us, even at this moment, we were brought together. We are here, even if each one of us is far from each other. That's because He has a purpose for us. He has a purpose for me to be the guest today. He has a purpose for me to be with Coach Al, with Master Coach A, Coach Teen, and all of you out there. Because if you look at it, we are all banded. We are all, as they say, in it together. And in my simple way, I can contribute. I pray that I can contribute and I can share a part of me that I hope would change you or would make you a better person. That whoever listens now, if you need me, that I'll be there, and that life moves on when we accept what we have, when we get contented with the life that is given to us. We strive to be the best, and yet always know that there is somebody out there that makes us the best. And no matter who we become, we are the best in our own field. So life is beautiful every second of the day.
Really, what's really the mission, no? Really, ready talaga. Coach Patsy is here for her mission, no? To help all of us, to share with all of us her mission naman. That's really her advocacy right now that she's doing, no? So yeah, that's why really calling out to those parents out there, no? Fellow educators, talaga natin, journey po natin, na talagang maka-apply yung talagang mga bata sa kasalukuyan na mas mabuting ehemplo, no? Ehemplong kabataan sa susunod, yung mga susunod nating mga henerasyon ng kabataan. Okay, so yun po yung ating naman. So let's get to know Coach Patsy naman with her three treasured pictures that she will share. And take a look at those pictures. And si Coach Patsy naman ay sabihin tayo, sabihin na paliwanag sa atin. Okay, let's take a look at the first picture.
Oh, this was recently taken during the peace advocacy month, and here I was talking to the youth because one is we are now leading uh, the team we're in. We acknowledge the out of school youth. We accept them, we educate them, we make them believe, and we inspire them to be better than who they are, to come back to school and yet to understand their plight, to be able to allow them to work, to earn, and yet to study, and to provide them a better future. It is not an easy task, but we are doing it. So, in this moment, in this picture, I'm calling all the youth to tell them how proud we are, and that if only all of us believes in peace, prosperity, and that it is always possible to live in a world where we all respect and love each other. So that is Coach Patsy as a leader for the youth.
Siyempre, lahat ng kabataan natin is really the right na ma-educate. So, pinagpatuloy na advokasya naman yan ni Coach Patsy.
Yes, yes.
Let's take a look at the second picture.
Ah, look at that. Women's power. This is the family, the women in the family. So you look at the matron, that's my mom in the middle. And I'm so, the generations, that's the generations of women in the Alvarez clan. You have my three children. I have my sister with me, my daughter-in-law with me, and the youngest, of course, my dearest, Apu, Kiandra, the granddaughter, the first Apu. Uh, so you can see that we are one family that is really, as I can say, we're simple, but we we really respect. One is we respect our mom so much. We respect our mom, and each one of us helps each other. My children, I should say, are are living testimonies of their grandma and of course of myself. And we have one happy family. We have challenges in life, but then we are bonded and we always take time to embrace, to laugh, to to appreciate each other and to help when needed. This is the women of the Alvarez clan of Mercedes.
The happy fam, no? Talagang ano siya. From the grandmother in the middle, Doc Annie.
Yes.
Ayan, so talagang women. Talaga siya, women empowerment talaga yung ano. Pero ng next year, nasa gitna, no? So let's take a look at the third picture.
Oh, now this one is a treasure. These are my three gems, Cheska, Nicole, and Paul. And for this, I should say this is also an advocacy for me. A single mom. A single mom who did it successfully, happily, and beautifully. So I always empower, I always inspire the single moms. I always tell them it is possible that you will be able to do it. Even alone, you can do it to raise your children. I now have my eldest daughter who will be living for states, who has been a corporate account officer uh, in advertising and in private companies, consultants. And my second, Nicole, is now a doctor. Praise the Lord. And she wants to come back, having the same advocacy for the poor. She also loves to serve and to give what we can give to the poor. And for that, I am so happy. And my youngest son, Paul, who gave me our darling of the family, Kiandra. He is a safety officer and at the same time taking grad tech, who helps me at home. And at the same time, he is the one who brings laughter to the entire family with all his gimmicks. The whole would not be complete without him because he's the one that brings forth the laughters in all of us, including the much of the sister Nicole. So this is very precious. This is also something that makes me the advocate, to all the single parents, that you can strive and you can see that you can work to make it for your children. So it's always for the children. and whatever you give to them comes back to you. I love this.
Yeah, sobrang ano, no? Complete package na. May kasunod na, no? May pagpapatuloy. No?
Oo.
May ano na, may kasunod na. Talagang, ano siya, talaga pa, sabihin natin, no, may papasa natin sa next generations naman talaga. Yung
Uh-huh.
natin ginagawa sa kasalukuyan. And true enough, with your kids right now, meron na. Meron na next group actually.
Next
Ayan.
guest mo na ang
So,
mga yan.
and the next generation na tayo dito sa ating programa. Ayan, sobrang ano po. Thank you to all of them. Yung mga 10 pictures naman na pinakita ni Coach. Thank you so much. And Coach, before we end our program this afternoon naman, your message to Doc Anne.
Oh, okay. So if my mom was with me, there's something that first I want everybody to learn this. While your parents are alive, you have to tell them already what you want to tell them. Don't wait for the time that you lose them. So each day, I always tell my mom, I love you. I tell my dad, I love him. I tell my kids, I love them. So every day is an I love you day. We don't miss it, even in school, even with our children. We have to acknowledge the things that we learn from our parents. To my mom, I should say, far grateful, very thankful to God because I had a mom. Wow, you call that a wonder woman, somebody that is a gift. You really can say a gift from God. So close to Him, so close to the people, a woman with a heart, and I thank her for that. Thank you, Mom, for teaching me one to do work, to clean, and also thank you so much for loving us unconditionally, for the sacrifices that you have to make to go abroad because that is your mission to come back and to reach out for others. You are one dynamic and the best mom that I could ask for. And loving my children is far more than I can say thank you because every mom, prays for that. You have been the best and that is a blessing. God has given us a great mother, grandmother, and great grandmother. So, I should say, thank you, Lord, for giving you to us. And I love you each day, every day. And I will always be there for you. I want you to know that as you grow older, you become much more beautiful. I love the times we laugh together, and I love it when you try to understand where I'm coming from. I love it because you gave me the freedom to do the things that I wanted to do, never stopping me. You were so different from all the others because you allowed me to be who I am. You allowed me to adventure, not restricting me, because we believe that God takes care of everything. You showed me so much that I can't even do it right now. You cook so well. I still didn't learn that much, but I'm trying. But I still love your food so much. You took care of the house beautiful, splendid. And I took that from you. You love the garden. I love it too. You love friends. I love it too. You love children. I love it too. You love each and every one of us. I love them too. And for that, I say, Lord, how great you are for giving us this woman that I call my mother. And for that, I should
Oh,
always, it's always here in my heart, saying thank you so much. And I love you so much. That's it.
grabe yun. Pasensya na po, no? Alam tayo na may technical na lang po tayo saglit. Ayan, so napakano po, narinig na rin po natin lahat naman yung mensahe, no? It's really, also powerful message naman to a mentor. Not just a mentor, but of course, being a good daughter to her mom. Napakano po nun. Sobrang napakano sa puso. Oo, no? Sobrang ano po naman nun sa puso natin at talagang pasalamatan yung ating naging mentor. Not just sabi natin mentor, but yung talagang nagbigay buhay sa atin. Yun po yung ating mga nanay naman. Salamat. And Coach, ano naman yung mensahe or yung message naman for all of us here, educators and learners out there na talagang nanonood sa atin ngayong hapon?
Okay, so medyo na ano ako, naging a little bit teary, just telling that to my mom. So now it's for you. It's for all of you, especially to the teachers, to the parents, and of course to the students. Let us all believe that we have been created beautifully, each one of us. We have a mission. All we need to do is to take the time to look at that mission. Let us learn to respect. Let us learn to accept. We have been taught to forgive, right? That's one lesson that we were taught in school, to forgive. But seldom are we taught to accept. We have to accept the uniqueness of every person. If we only could learn that, there will be less judgment. Look at things in a brighter side, in a positive way. No matter what the challenges are, there are always ways to look at it in a very positive way. Sometimes it pulls us so down. Sometimes you feel like you're against the world. But there's always one bright light. There's always that hope that life will change, that we will all be rewarded in heaven. Let us all know that each one of us is important. Respect, help when needed, give with what you have. Learn to accept if something is also given to you. Live life with a grateful heart. It's just so easy to every day start your life saying, thank you, Lord, for this beautiful day. Thank you for the miracle of water. No matter how science is, still they can't produce water. Thank you for the food. But every day pray for all those who don't have. Learn to pray with a heart. Learn to communicate with Him, not through Facebook, not through social media, but just really connecting yourself to Him. Learn to ask for help if you need one. Love yourself. Know that you're worthy. Again, it is not what you see outside that matters. It is not gluta or makeups or fancy clothes that will describe who you are. It is how you touch the lives of others. Take the time. Take the time. Give yourselves a break. For those who are so busy that the excuse is always, I don't have time. There is always time. Take time to embrace. Take time just to sit with your kids to watch the movies that they watch. Take time to learn their music and sing with them and dance with them. Take time to tell your children to enjoy the rain. Take time to adventure with them. Take the time to look at your time because we don't know when is our departing time. We just pass through this life, and yet all of us have one direction. If only we all believe and we all work for that to be in one paradise with Him, then we live a good life. We will live a good life. Love, respect, understand, never judge, share, receive, and countless more that you know that we can do. We have a lot in common because we are all the same gifts. You know, Christmas is coming. You don't need all the gifts. You don't need all the gifts. What we need is time. And that would be the perfect gift for each and everyone. The time to hug, the time to say, I love you, the time to cook the best dish, no matter how it will come out. But take the time not to buy, but to cook. Cook it yourself because it is different. Hug because it is different. And always say thank you, no matter who the person is. Because you don't even know that you did make a difference and you changed that person. And at the end of the day, all of us are one. No titles, but just children of God. And that we are grateful and thankful because of this gift of life. Use it well, live it well. Live, love, laugh. Coach Patsy.
Grabe. That the three L's, no? Live, laugh, and love. Grabe. It's really, time for us to really give time for ourselves. Love ourselves. Give time na talagang to pamper ourselves despite of all the, yung despite of busy schedules we have every day. Kasi syempre, being an educator or being a teacher is hindi, hindi siya basta, hindi siya basta-basta na trabaho. Because we're really, trabaho natin talagang mag-mold ng mga kabataan. So dapat din naman na talagang we need to give time for ourselves. So that we could really be in naman, yung ma-re-energize for us to give yung ating sarili naman sa ating mga kabataan. Ma-energize tayo, mabigay natin yung tamang turo or tamang learning sa ating mga estudyante. And with that, si Coach Patsy, thank you so much for really imparting us your time, this afternoon. We really learned a lot from you, Coach. Sobrang yun. Yung may mga bagay ako na, ang tagal natin magkasama, pero hindi ko alam na meron yung mga bagay na yun. And sa mga viewers natin dyan, really, yung 7 bagay na sinare sa atin ni Coach kanina, that's naman po yun. I-apply natin sa ating buhay. Talagang napakaganda po noon. And thank you, Coach, for really, for saying yes to our program. No hesitation so much to do
Thank you
that.
too. Thank you too.
And so, see you, Coach, sa backstage naman. See you in a while po.
See you too.
Ayan, so thank you so much, Coach Patsy, Doc Annie, and fellow coaches from Life Coach Philippines. Thank you so much for really being with us this afternoon. Our fellow educators out there, thank you so much. Parents, students, learners, wherever you're right now. Thank you so much for supporting PS I Love You. And whether you are joining us live or watching us on a replay, no, please do leave a comment to share your thoughts and insights of the Ed Talk this afternoon. The advocacies of Coach Patsy. What have you learned this afternoon's conversation? Share it. No? This is our way na talagang mas spread. Baga pa, matulungan din yung ibang tao na matuto mula sa atin. Bilang educator, ito yung pagkakataon na talagang may share din natin ating natutunan ngayong hapon, no, yung ating learnings this afternoon with our fellow educators or learners online right now. Please do leave us a comment, share your thoughts and insights of our show this afternoon. Please don't keep us a secret. Help us serve more people by circulating the link of this video. And as I close this final episode na talaga, no? Final episode for season 2, I'd like to speak to all the educators out there who are the unsung heroes of the global workforce. No? Thank you so much for standing and fighting for your space and purpose. You are not alone. On this side of digital space are real people like us who are journeying with you. Really, we are really here to journey with you. And strongly invite you, to embark on a journey of becoming a coaching entrepreneur, and together, let's make change possible. Life Coach Philippines offer co-actively co-create Life Coach certification program with 40 CPD credit units. CACC course includes a 21-day web-based learning with lifetime access, 3-day live coaching bootcamp with Master Coach A, and a 3-day live virtual business bootcamp with our senior coaching team from Life Coach Philippines. The program package also comes with done for you coaching programs and many other bonuses that coaching and professionals to jumpstart in the second fastest growing industry in the world today. Life coaching is truly a 21st century learning experience that is empowering professionals to enhance their skills in multiple domains, thereby increasing the relevance and increasingly complex workplace and dynamic business environment. Call Coach Rizal right now at 0175861661 to join the live coaching bootcamp on November 12. That is actually tomorrow, no? Tomorrow, mag-start na po siya on the November 12, 19, and 26. So, join us po and be with us in Life Coach Philippines. We really need you, no, to touch the lives of other people. Once again, thank you for watching all the shows hosted here at Think Talk Broadcast. Please follow, subscribe, and engage in our social media accounts at Think Talk _TV on Twitter and Instagram, and Think Talk Broadcast on YouTube, and leave us your review. For partnership and collaboration, please connect with Coach Rizal. It's here na 175-861-661. See you all, no? Thank you so much for being part of the season 2 of PS I Love You. See you all in our season 3, no? Season 3 na po tayo, no? So 2023 will be having our season 3 or PS I Love You. And to all those have been part, no, ng ating journey for season 2, of course, the season 1 of PS I Love You. Thank you so much for being with us, for giving us your time, for imparting your lives with us, your time to all of us, to learn or to share your stories with all of us. For sure, we've learned a lot from you, and let's continue to share our experiences in life here at PS I Love You. And really, see you all in the season 3 of PS I Love You at Think Talk Broadcast as we continue to serve you beyond borders. And my one coaching thought for today is that as educators, we need to take good care of the mental and emotional aspects as we touch the lives of students and parents. Indeed, educators are here to teach the learners to be confident in job and life ready and continuously sharing the love to have a safe environment for all of the learners. Let's create a space of love and safety for every student of the world. This is us in the Philippines, coaches like us, think and talk like this. This is Coach Kalli broadcasting beyond borders to advance live coaching worldwide. Love bam boom, love bam boom, love bam boom. Thank you so much, everyone, and see you all on season 3 of PS I Love You. Bye bye.